What is going on, everybody? This is Dan Goodman of the Business of Strength podcast. It's been a minute since we've done an episode here, and I wanted to bring everybody up to speed. We've been missing for good reason. We have had two very busy gyms, Varsity House Gym, Orangeburg, and Ridgewood. We had the strongest year retreat with 15 gyms here in New York and New Jersey for 2 action-packed days. That was awesome. On the heels of that, myself, Joe, and Adam got on a plane. We flew to Amsterdam to visit our very good friends, Noel and Sonny, at Breda Strength and Conditioning. They hosted an unbelievable event, and it's truly one of the nicest gyms I've ever been to. An incredible space, an incredible town. Really fortunate to be able to go there and speak to. There was a room of 10 people there. We had a great time, went back to Amsterdam, did some touristy things, had a good time. Came back and had quarter end, and now preparing for a huge end to the year for not only us but for everybody in the consulting group, the Strongest Year program. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of today, one quick reminder: on December 8th and 9th, it's a Thursday and Friday, we will have the last 2-day business immersion experience here at Varsity House Gym, Orangeburg. It is always a great event. Myself, Adam, and Joe will be speaking at that event. It is for fitness professionals and gym owners that are looking to get more out of their training business, to get more organized, more profitable. It's always a lot of fun. And it is the cool part about doing it at the gym, it is a behind the curtains view of exactly what's happening and how this gym operates on a day-to-day basis. It's interactive. You have to get up, you have to talk about your sales process, your marketing process, your training process. And we're here to help build you up and make sure that you leave with actionable items and takeaways to help you run a more profitable training business. So without further ado, today is something that I always discuss at the 2-day business immersions, and it's something that's just kept coming up, and wrote 2 emails about it. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'm going to talk about this on the podcast to get a little bit more in depth. And I'm going to talk about marketing and sales and the relationship that it has with baseball. So we're in the midst of the World Series, so it's top of mind. And I gave this example, and it really resonated with a group of people. So I think it could help the listeners here. So whenever we have fitness professionals or gym owners come to the event, it's just like, marketing. What is marketing? And, they think like, they'll start asking tactical questions. Is it paid ads? Is it social media? How many posts per day? Do the stories work? Are freaking hashtags still a thing? Newspapers don't work. Sponsorships don't work. Whatever it may be. The point is that it all works. It's just about what are you willing to make work for you. Some people love YouTube. It's great. Make sure it works for you. But the whole thing is it part of your plan? If it's in your arsenal, are they things that you're practicing consistently and things that you're producing consistently? And the example that I gave is marketing is like a starting pitcher. And in my slide, I use Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson, 6'10", through absolute gas. Okay. If you don't know who Randy Johnson is, he is the guy that hit a bird mid-game with like 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Look up Randy Johnson, the mullet, the mustache, the whole thing, the most intimidating pitcher maybe there ever was. And I equated Randy Johnson's pitching arsenal to a gym owner's marketing arsenal. And Randy Johnson, he threw the 2-seam, 4-seam, slider, changeup, curveball. He had a million pitches. And the thing is that when one wasn't working, he went to the next one. If that one wasn't working, he went to the next one. They were pitches that he practiced and refined, and he understood that it was his responsibility to take the game to 6-7 innings and then turn the ball over to the closer to win the game. And oftentimes, Randy's starting pitching ability brought teams almost to the 9th inning or close. I think he had the most complete game shutouts out of any pitcher in the 90s, where he started the game and just finished it without even turning the ball over. And I equated that to a gym owner of saying, like, that's your marketing, right? Marketing is driving opportunity. Marketing is driving a lead to a potential sales process, right? If we can't pique people's interests that aren't currently doing business with you, you are never going to be able to sell them. And as the famous Pat Rigsby told us, if you can't sell somebody, you can't help somebody. So marketing is like starting pitching, right? You should have multiple streams driving leads. There should be an external stream. There should be an internal stream. There should be a referral stream, and you should be hitting all avenues every single month. So if you like Instagram, go ahead, do it, right? If you have a budget for paid ads, you should be using it, right? Should you be posting on Google? Absolutely. Should you be doing YouTube videos? If that's your thing, right? If that's your thing. Should you be doing email? 100%. It's just about what can we ensure that we can execute on every week. If you say, hey, I'm going to send an email like we do every Friday, well, shit, it better happen at 52 weeks a year. If you're going to post on social every day, well, then it better happen 30 times a month or 31 times per month. It's got to happen every single day. And there has to be a focus of where it's going. So marketing is like starting pitching. You should have multiple streams that hit external drivers, people not currently doing business with you, right? And just driving awareness to the front end offer, the sales process. There should be an internal driver of people that are currently doing business with you on how they can do more business with you, right? And there should be some type of a referral process where people that love you, know you, like you, they've given you reviews on a simple way that they can tell their family members or friends and be incentivized to do so. Those three drivers have to happen every single month in any training business. That's marketing. Now, moving forward, Randy Johnson turns the ball over to Mariano Rivera, which happened for 3 years. That happened on the Yankees. Mariano was a closer. And he threw one pitch, maybe two, but really, really one pitch, as opposed to Randy, who threw 6, 7, 8 pitches. He threw the cut fastball, and everybody knew he was going to throw it. Everybody knew it. Nobody could hit it. And it dominated games. He's the most dominant pitcher in Major League history, throwing one pitch. And you might be saying, well, how the hell does this apply to my sales process? We've talked about it on the show before. But back in the day, we had we're from Jersey, diners are the thing here. If you go into the diner, there's like literally pages of, you could buy anything and eat anything at a diner. Doesn't mean it's all going to be good, right? It'll be edible, but it doesn't mean it's all going to be good. But there's pages of it, and it's confusing, right? It's overwhelming for somebody that's not from the area. When you go to a diner here, there's like 5 things that you're going to get. Right. But when somebody's if new to the area, it's like, what the hell should I buy here? Same thing applies for a gym business. For us, we used to have, you want a 5-pack? Good. You want a 10-pack? Good. You want a 20-pack? Good. You want a class pass? That's fine. You want to pay monthly? That's fine. You want to pay for the year? That's fine. Okay. Yeah, sure. No tax. It's like ridiculous. And nobody, including us, could memorize the price sheet, knew what the price per session was. The front end offers were always different, and there was nothing uniform about our approach. That couldn't be further from the truth today. Our offers are super simple. You're buying 1, 2, or 3 days per week. It's all billed the same exact way. Every single person, if it's a family, they all get the same exact family discount. It is uniform. It's a 1-page document with 3 or 4 different options for adults, and there's 2 options for athletes, and that's it. It is so simple. The way we market, we'll try anything on marketing, right? So our arsenal for marketing is huge. We do it all, right? Paid ads, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, members, Facebook groups, emails, podcasts. We do it all. Direct mail. We'll try it all, and then we'll refine to what works best for us. In the sales process, it's the same front-end offer for athletes. It's open enrollment, right? For adults, it's a consult into a free week. Like that's what they get. That's the front end. Once they go to it, they go into that. Then there's a couple different options to choose from. It is super clear cut and distinct, where there should be no confusion in the building on our side of the one selling it, and also on the client side, where it's very easy to go home and reproduce what it is they're buying, say to a spouse or another family member. Because remember, for most people, we ask them, it's like, well, what's your number one driver of new leads? Referrals. Well, if they can't talk about it clearly and they're confused, they can't be successful people to sell your business, and then they can't in turn refer your business or refer you business. So to wrap this up, and obviously when we come here for the 2-day mentorship, I go into heavy detail about external, internal, referral-based drivers and the nuances of marketing and sales. But to the sports fans listening to this, with the World Series happening right now, Randy Johnson's your marketing department. Wide array, lot of activity, daily activity, a lot of pitches. Your sales department, even if it's you doing it, it's just a mindset when you lock in to do it, is Mariano Rivera. One pitch. Keep it simple. Mariano Rivera would get on the mound in the 9th inning and sometimes throw 9 pitches, 9 total pitches, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, and be done with the game, right? That's how it should be in the sales department, closing a sale. It should be universal consult process, universal sales process, very simple price sheet. And if there's one thing, tactical thing that you take out of this call, it's if you don't know if you walk up to somebody in your building and they don't know your prices and you can't show them your price sheet and they don't know it, there's a problem. If your price sheet is 4 pages long, that's a problem. If your front end offer, if you've got 6 of them on your website, that's a problem. So from a tactical standpoint, keep it simple, stupid. Okay. You want to have a Randy Johnson starting pitcher turning the ball over to a Mariano Rivera closing pitcher, and you've got a 1-2 punch to win a lot of games and have a healthy training business. So if you want to come join us and learn more about marketing and selling your training business, you can come here December 8th and 9th. The link to sign up is in the show notes. And if you have any questions about this, you want to go more in detail about it, you can shoot me an email at dan@varsityhousegym.com, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon.